Hey guys, welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. I wear this to work every day. I wear it to go run errands, go grab coffee, kind of whatever. I just slap it on and try to get out the door. So yeah, if you want to see how I do my makeup every day, then just keep watching. Please don't mind that person mowing their lawn. Just try to tune it out. Okay, I'm going to start with priming my face. I'm going to use my YSL primer. Usually for every day. I don't use like my expensive stuff, but this stuff is magic in a bottle and I can't stop using it, so that's why. Now I'm going to go in with my tried and true L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 425. For an everyday look, I typically like full coverage. That's just personal preference, but you could totally do this with like a tinted moisturizer or like a CC cream, if you prefer less and if you have beautiful flawless skin. But I have a lot of redness, so I like to cover that up. Alright, now we're going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use my Milani Perfecting Conceal in Light Vanilla and also my Nars Concealer in Light 1. Just kind of cover up the dark circles. Now we're going to blend that out. I always like to take what's extra on my sponge and just kind of go over my eyelid just to cover up some discoloration, because I have really veiny eyelids, unfortunately. Now I'm just going to set my face. I'm going to use my favorite powder I've discovered. One of my favorite powders, at least, the Wet n Wild Photofocus translucent powder. I use this over high end sometimes, like it's that good. And I'm gonna set my under eye. I'm gonna use a little bit of my NYX HD finishing powder and banana just under the eye. Try to brighten things up a bit. And then use the Wet n Wild powder and set my whole face. Now I'm going to go in with bronzer, and I'm just going to use the Butter Bronzer, Physicians Formula, and just the shade Bronzer. I like to use this every day because it's just a good staple bronzer. It's literally works for anybody, and it's cheap, so I don't like to use like more expensive bronzers on days I'm just like running errands or going to work, you know, running out of the house. Oh, sorry, and I'm using my Morphe M527, just big brush. Usually when I'm kind of in a hurry, I use this brush because it can cover more. And I don't want like a precise like contour or anything. I literally just want to bronze up my face and give some color. So just kind of brush that everywhere. I'm about to go get some brunch with my girlfriends, and I'm starving, so I'm very excited. Once I feel like I brought a little more life to my face, I'm just gonna pop on some blush. I usually kind of change out the blushes. For a while I used my Burt's Bees blush. Ow! For a while I used my Burt's Bees blush in Bare Peach, but lately I've been using the Berry Amore Milani blush. I don't know, kind of just depends. I think I'm gonna use the Milani though. Put like a little bit on my nose just to give like a little sun-kissed look, you know. Now I'm gonna pop on a little bit of highlight. I kind of change this out too sometimes, just depending on what I have. I don't really care that much. I just kind of want like a glow to the skin. So like I love the Wet n Wild ones, those are great. I recently got the Fenty highlight in light dusting or lightning dust and fire crystal, so I'm just gonna use this. It has two different types, like one's really, really shimmery, one's a little more like faint, not as sparkly. So I'm just gonna mix the two and just put a little bit on my cheeks. Where is my brush? Ah, found it. All right, I'm just gonna kind of mix these two. I'm using the Sigma F03 brush. You don't have to do highlighter. I like to. Just kind of gives you like a little more glow, a little more life. But if you're really in a rush, totally skip it if you want. And then I like to kind of just buff over. So it's not like too like, hey. So usually for my eyes, I only just pop like a little bit of bronzer in my crease just to give it some definition. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the exact same bronzer I use on my face. I'm gonna use the butter bronzer. And I'm just gonna grab like a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441 brush. And I literally am not precise with this. I just swirl it around, kind of tap off, and then I just kind of go to town. Nothing super precise. You can be kind of sloppy with it just because it gives you some more definition. And it kind of helps cover up my like discoloration in my eyelids, so. But I like to use the same color bronzer just because it kind of gives it like a monochromatic look. And it matches like obviously the bronzer you just used. I mean, you could use any kind of taupey tan shade like this. Or you can use whatever you want, but this is what I like to typically do, just like when I'm running out the door. And then I'll take a little and just kind of brush it under my lash line, not like too much. And then I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna do my usual thing. Use my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. I brush them up with my spoolie, and then I fill them in, and then what I'll do, then I'm gonna set with my e.l.f. Wild Brow. So I'm gonna do that off camera really quickly. All right, we're back with brows now. We're almost done. I think, I don't usually do this, but since I'm like going to brunch and doing something a little bit more than just running errands, I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this Fenty highlighter. Oops. Some of this highlighter. I'm probably gonna use the more shimmery shade just on my brow bone just to give it a little more of a pop. But I don't usually do this, so totally feel free to skip it. All right, all we have left is to do some mascara and just my lips. So I'm just gonna curl my bottom, or I'm gonna curl my top lashes. And then I'm gonna go in with a couple different mascaras. I like to mix them because I like different kind of bristles on my eyelashes. I feel like it kind of separates them, and I don't know. So I usually go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I have this little Pat McGrath mascara that I got from Sephora with my points. So it's like a little kind of smaller test one, which is, it's pretty good. It's just expensive. The Maybelline Lash Discovery is pretty good. It's a really small wand, so it's really good for bottom if you have a like if you struggle with your bottom lashes and getting it everywhere. And then also the Voluminous Million Lashes is really good as well. This one's, I always forget, L'Oreal or Maybelline. I will write it down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes, and then I'll be back to show you what I do for my lips. Fun little tip for y'all, if you have trouble with your eyelashes clumping and there's like one eyelash that's sticking to the other that's like really bothering you, I take one of these little like flossers. I'll take it and I will just like wiggle it in between. It's so thin that you can easily separate them. And it's life-changing. Also, another little tip, if you ever struggle with getting mascara on your bottom, like under here or up here, all you gotta do is take like a spoolie, make sure it's kind of like you don't have anything on it, and you just have to kind of like flick it off. Like, I don't have any, I luckily didn't get any, but you just kind of lightly brush it off, and it works pretty good 95% of the time. Sometimes it's like way too much and you can't get it off, but for the most part, a spoolie, if you just flick it off, it'll work perfectly. Once I'm done with my eyelashes and they're as good as they're gonna get, once I'm done with my lashes, then I like to give my lips some color. You totally don't have to do this. You can pop on some gloss, or you can put on like a lip balm. I like to just fill in my lips a little bit with a lip liner that's like kind of like a natural like pinky, kind of matches my lip tone, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs Nudist lip pencil and kind of line them and fill them in a little bit real quick. And once I kind of do that, then I'll go in with like a lip balm. I'm gonna use the Laneige or Laneige. I never know how to say this. People say it differently all the time. But I'm gonna use Pear. It's just kind of like a clear gloss. It just smells nice and it's hydrating. So you can go in with whatever balm or gloss, or you can do whatever you want. This is what I do. Just gonna set my face with my Milani Make It Last spray, and set it with whatever spray you want or have. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. Here's my everyday makeup routine. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Bye!